How y'all doing today? Welcome back to Ali Opus. Uh, I'm gonna speak about something I saw on TikTok. There was this girl who was like explaining the price that she charges for her painting, which she's not the first one. It's of generation. I'm not sure which gener. It's they're in their 20s right now. I think it's they call them they're millennials like I am, but they're latter millennials. Like, and their mind frame and everything is totally different. These are the ones that born with an iPhone in their hand versus people like me who didn't. So they just lump them in with us. I call them the I generation because they born with iPhones and stuff, and that was their thing. But she was speaking about how the cost of paint, uh the cost of paint, the hours she put into it, and a few other things, which is like, okay, if you love it, this your hobby, and how she's, been doing the craft or whatever, which is painting. But the thing is, like she said, for one, she charged 800, and it just took her 4 hours to paint it. Right? That's already ridiculous. It is crazy. But the one she said she sell prints for cheaper, which is probably $100 for the print. And but this other one she did, which it has a lot of detail and it's a real painting. She's good. She really painting. She really paints on like the fake stuff that they do, like kids painting in class. They sell those for high too, which I like art. I'm a artist myself, a starving artist, and but I go into, if you're true artists, we don't have to stay to one thing. We don't stay to one thing. It's multiple things, but you pardon that. You can some of us, we can do multiple. We're talented and ambidextrous. We a bunch of different ways. Left and right, whatever. But anyway, she's charged, like she said she would probably charge, like, I forgot how many thousands she said, but it'll be in the video if I could find it and put it up here as the intro. But she said like 100,000 or 50,000, and it's like what these kids don't get. Like, there's some of them that'll put like squirt paint on the thing, put the easel on like a spinning thing, spin it, and just drop paint on it, and it just spreads out, and they'll charge like $100 for a little 12 by 12 easel. $100, and it's like, you people are nobody. That generation does not. That age group, class, whatever, they're not millennials, because I know this, and other people around my age know, like, we're not gonna buy your fucking painting. I don't care. Like I told her in the comment, I said, I don't care if you spent a year painting something. Like she said, she said the guy that she told the price he was interested in buying, he or she, whoever it was interested in buying it, the original, right? And then she told him the price, and he unfollowed and blocked or whatever.
I had someone block me today after telling them how much I would sell the original of this painting for. Okay, before I give you the story, here's the update. I finally finished the stupid posters. This one's not like completely done yet, but you get the idea. Here's where we're at. Okay, so I'm absolutely going to be selling prints for this, by the way. And every time someone reaches out to me about buying the original canvas, I tell them that. I say, hey, originals are really expensive, and usually prints are a much more affordable option, just so you know. And every single time they go, oh, I know, it's okay, just name your price. Name my price, huh? Well, I've already put 75 hours into this. I plan on putting another 25, so that's at least 100 hours, okay? Imagine I charge $10 an hour for a craft I've spent my entire life dedicated to. Right there, we'd already be at $1,000. That doesn't even count for how expensive large canvases or the paint that goes into making it. Before I tell you the price of this painting of what I would put it at, because once you have it, I can never recreate it. I will give you as many prints as you want. The original is just more important to me. I have done paintings of this size for $900. Okay, I'll show you one, actually. Here's what it looks like hanging up. Looks freaking sick. I did that for $800, okay? Why? It took me 4 hours to do that. 4 hours, okay? Totally worth it to sell it for $800. This, 100 at least, okay? This is worth to me 7, 8, 9 grand. Sorry.
And that's what she gets too. Like that's what should happen to all of them. Y'all are nuts. She is nobody. She's not Basquiat. She's not Bob Ross. What that generation don't get, what that age group don't get, is that these people do not understand art. They don't understand pricing, concept, what they're trying to convey. And it's not even, you shouldn't even go in with a, I'm trying to convey something really. It should come naturally. But what they do is they'll try to convey depression. You'll notice a lot of them is always dark art, or it's like puzzling, weird, like the one she had, the big chess piece in the kitchen with some other stuff, and it's like try hard, and it doesn't get my respect. It doesn't. Like, I mean, it's good. She paints good, but you can teach anybody to paint, right? But a painter is born. Someone who really, they're different. You can see they're different about it. They're unconventional. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they say, like, a lot of the time, the art value for an artist, somebody that does some work, the price doesn't go up till after they pass away, because what you get now is that person's life, and it becomes it creates value. Like Basquiat's heroin addict, the AIDS thing, everything. Keith Haring as well. This was around the 80s and 90s, early 90s, mainly 80s. He fought, like, the painting Keith Haring did was about and maybe I can explain it to you. Like, if you've seen like the different color like shoes and stuff, like they had like AIDS campaign and stuff, like to help people with that situation, and with that man-made thing that they spread around and attacked the black male with, which was false, and it is false. You can't, whatever, it's pointless to go up into that right now, but yeah, it's like little different color bold black outline, like stick figure, but not stick. It had like some square feet and stuff like that. That's Keith Haring, which these guys art sold for a lot because they did graffiti stuff. They painted big murals and stuff, right? And it shows something. It touched people in different ways, you know. So that's a true artist. These other people, like this girl overpricing her stuff, just because you can paint good don't mean you're an artist. And they just want, sorry about that, they just want the money. It's money that's making them do. Like, they want money. They might like to paint a little bit and it's like, oh, I'm a painter, I'm cool, I'm different, I'm artsy or whatever. But the heart is not really in it. Like, they're not original. Even they could put some care and heart into it, but it's what are their goals? Money. That's what it is. They're not doing something because of how it makes them feel and move and think. You know what I'm saying? It's just for, oh, I paint. Look at this. Say I can paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this one guy who I seen him on TikTok. He'll go around the city and he'll see like a crack in the sidewalk. and he'll use chalk and turn it into something. Maybe you saw it. Maybe you saw this guy before. He'll use like a fire hydrant, draw chalk. When it rains, it's gone. I like a chalk artist. That's wild. It's so good and creative in the mind concept of like, you should look that up. I might put some of it here. But that he is a real artist. He's not going around, hey, I'm charging such and such for this. People are gonna commission him to do some things, most likely. That's what happens. You'll get somebody say, hey, come do this for me. I like what you do. You know what I'm saying? And it most likely happened already. Like there's a saying like, follow your passion and the money will follow you. That type of thing, right? That's not always the truth though. So that's why I don't use those type of things, idioms or whatever, sayings. But yeah, like that guy's an artist. But these other people, like this girl talking about charging $800 for a 20 by 30 easel of a tiger, but just like black, like it's like maybe like a moonlight thing with from an overlook. That's not worth $800. It took her 4 hours to do it. It's not worth $800. That's almost $1,000. And the other painting, she's talking about like 50,000, 100,000. No, you don't have any credibility. You don't, not credibility, but like she doesn't have any value to her name. Like, oh, who's this? Somebody go to the house. Who's this? Who's painted this? Oh, Shelly from Idaho or whatever. Shelly Bark. Here's her Instagram, her Twitter. I mean her, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok or whatever. She's painting some tiger in a lake. It's like, but what makes her unique? What made her think about this? What happened with this? See, it's the respect, right? If you respect something, you know not to do something like that. And these kids don't respect art. It's why, what's his name? The guy who did this spiral space thing, forgot his name, man, and I always remember it, but right now I forgot. The one that cut his ear off, and he used it to like stencil the moon in Starry Sky, I think is what it's called. That the man was like, he was going through shit like most artists do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he did that. If you look at the history of like even some of these musicians and stuff, like when you're trying to create, they try to convey something or get people to like a new perspective sometimes, or try to they want to make something that is breathtaking, or that makes a person ponder, or put something in there that's kind of secret that people will look at in plain sight but won't get. And it's something about it that'll kind of convey something is secretive about this painting. like the guy who paint the ballet girls, how he puts the neck thing on them, the ribbon on the neck thing, and how it's dark. They got this girl on TikTok who came up with a theory of like he could be Jack the Ripper because of the way he did the ribbon in their neck and stuff. It was like, it's like dark, and the sides is real dark, like people peering in and stuff like that. But yeah, the guy who did Story Night, who cut his ear off, see that story, that situation, even though I don't like it because it's gory and it's mental, psychological, that made that painting go higher. It gave what he did is the person that brought the value up of the painting. This girl would have to go do something, maybe, I don't know, like for just a quick example, climb Mount Everest while she's painting this. You see, now, as dark and wild as it might sound, she climbs up, right? Let's say she climbs up too fast and her oxygen level doesn't match up in her bloodstream, and she's painting a sky or something from the view, and then she dies and the painting doesn't get finished. See, that's poetic. And now she became somebody, and now that painting is gonna be worth a lot. That's art. See, that's one side of it. That's a part of it. That's a tragic part of it. But there is the happier side of it, like a Bob Ross. See, Bob Ross, his art is worth something. He taught people. He did it. You know, he had a business with it, but he also had a passion for the painting, and he taught in a way that relaxed people, made them calm. Hey, there's no mistakes, just happy accidents or whatever, like that, right? See, those type of messages. He put value on himself, and his art became valuable, and that's how it goes. If you have no uniqueness, no value, or no some event or something didn't happen for this painting or for you, then the painting is not gonna be worth anything, because I could get 100 people to paint some random stuff, but there's no reason for anybody to buy it. There's no reason to buy it. People do all kind of artistic things nowadays. I see some great things, like whoever the first person was that took the color pencil and the number 2 pencil and like sculpted. That's a sculptor. He sculpted, like, a long time ago I saw this. Now there's more people mimicking that art style. But he sculpted a chain, he sculpted a Yoda, all kind of stuff like that. That's something. If I was rich, if I hit the lottery or something, or somehow created something, content just came upon a lot of money, I would make his art. That's another thing too that could happen. A rich person can make your art valuable if they buy it, and then it gets put out in the media that somebody bought this. Now your art becomes something. But it was the little pencils. He would do like the thick ones as well as some of the small ones, and he would put like Yoda, a moon, a chain, like just out of the lid. He sculpted it, and it's so beautiful and unique and artistic that I would like to buy it. I would have put some, depending on how much wealth I have, I would buy it. So that would make other rich people try to get in it too, because it's also, these type of things are also used for like currencies and liquidating the assets, I think is the term. And sorry if y'all could hear that, all that noise and stuff. That's the life of being in an apartment. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments, and leave a like. Peace.